4th day of Vlogmas, so it is December 4th. I'm sorry about the really terrible lighting in here, but it's like 5:30 in the morning, and it's totally dark outside still. So I have started trying to get up. My alarm goes off at 5, but it's really hard for me to get up then. But I try to get up so that I can have a little bit of time for myself in the morning before I have to get the kids up and get them ready for school. Abby has to be on the bus at 6:40, so I'll have to be making sure she's up pretty soon. But I wanted to show you, this is one of the things that I like to do in the morning is I've been working on doing devotions, and this is the current devotion that I'm working on by Walter Brueggemann, and it's called Gift and Task, and it begins with Advent, the first Sunday of Advent, so it just began yesterday, and I'm really enjoying it. Walter Brueggemann is one of my favorite theologians. He's an Old Testament scholar, and he's one of my favorite. I like his thoughts. I like his progressive interpretation of Scripture, because that's how I interpret Scripture. I think that we all read it differently, and it's okay that we all read it differently, and it's okay that we, some of us might take it literally, some of us might take it figuratively. I don't think really any of that matters, because really it's the message that we get. So I really enjoy Brueggemann. I'm really enjoying this devotion. So I'm gonna put this down and do that, and then I will check in with you guys a little bit later. So I thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys one of my churches. It's decorated a little bit for Advent. This is the sanctuary. We worship here on Sunday mornings. There's not really pews, they have chairs, but we've got poinsettias set up, some nice banners. The altar is down for Advent. There is a nativity up here. This is like the biggest nativity. Oh my goodness, those pieces are so huge. Advent candles, and then kind of a pretty Christmas tree with this white stuff on there and decorated, as well as another candle. So yeah, this is the sanctuary of one of my churches. This is actually the smaller membership-wise of the congregation, the second church that I do. So you can see, not very big, but great people, wonderful fellowship here. There's another nativity up there. The office is there, and a nursery. My office is across the hall. So yeah, this is one of my two churches. I just got home from my office hours at my church to discover this guy sitting in my chair. He was curled up, but as I walked closer, he sat up, because he's a stinker and he likes to be comfy and sit in the chair. He's big. Are you in my chair, Flinty? Yeah. In my chair. In my chair. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. So Flinty loves the chair and to have his chin scratched. Since I haven't really had a whole lot of knitting content yet on this vlog, I thought I would take a minute and show you one of the projects that I have been working on lately. It's been a long time since I have podcasted, and I know there are many projects that maybe I was working on when I was still podcasting, or I had talked about working on, and I have not shown them. I probably won't go back and show them again. However, if you are a previous viewer of the podcast and there was a particular project that I was working on that you are interested in the finished object for, please leave a comment or send me a message, and I will try to put that in one of the Vlogmas episodes, days, whatever you want to call these, and show that off to you. But one of the things that I'm currently working on is a pattern from Helen Stewart of The Curious Handmaid, and she did Knit Event, which she was releasing a pattern that was designed to be a quick knit, kind of in the spirit of gift knitting and Christmas gifts, I think. And the first pattern that she released was a cowl called the Land of Sweets cowl. And this was designed to use up mini skeins from advent calendars or just scrap yarn. It uses 24 different colors. You wouldn't have to use different colors if you chose not to. That would be fine. And it uses, I believe, 8 grams of each color. So you don't need a lot of scrap yarn to do this. So I decided that I would cast this on because it's really a pretty cowl. And I have lots and lots of little pieces of scrap yarn that I am putting into my cozy memory blanket and my granny stripe blanket, which I have been working on, and I will show this Vlogmas, so you will see the progress on both of those. But sometimes I have more, I have like 15 grams of yarn left, which is, or 20 grams of yarn, or, that's not really enough to do anything with, but if I do a square in my cozy memory blanket, and then I do a stripe in my granny stripe blanket, you still have some left. So I wanted to use up some of these leftover bits of yarn that I had that's not quite enough to do a project with, but too much to just put into those scrappy projects. So I cast this on, and this is my progress so far on the Land of Sweets cowl. I can show you. It starts off with just some nice stockinette, and then it goes into a lace portion, and then there's some more stockinette, and then another lace portion, which I am currently on. And I will be honest with you, for whatever reason, I have struggled with this lace section and have been messing up and missing stitches, and I have no idea what in the world I have been doing, but I've been rolling with it and fudging things when I've needed to fudge things. But yes, this is my Land of Sweets cowl. Lots of different minis in here. I have them all, the colors, on my Ravelry page. I do have a project page for this. I need to update this with a few of the colors that I have worked in. But there's all sorts of different yarns in here. Some I don't know that I got as a mystery mini grabs. Some are leftovers from projects. Some are minis that I've gotten in sock kits to do heels, cuffs, and toes, and I've had leftovers. There's even some of the stuff that I've dyed myself when I was playing around with dyeing. So there's lots of different colorways in here. I'm about halfway done. So it's a long cowl that will sit kind of loosely around your neck. It's kind of big around. But it's a really enjoyable knit. It's really kind of potato chippy because you're constantly changing your colors, and every color seems to do something different. Even in the lace repeats are slightly different. So while it's not a challenging cowl, when you get to the lace sections, you do kind of have to pay attention, because as I said, I totally was screwing that up. So that is one of the things that I've been working on with my knitting. I am in the car right now waiting to get Philip from the bus. And so as I'm sitting and waiting, I am doing a little bit of knitting on my Christmas socks that I'm knitting on yarn from the Woolen Homestead. And this is her homemade Christmas colorway. And the pattern that I am using is from Mina Phillips, her Mistletoe Kisses pattern. So that's what I'm working on as I'm waiting for the bus tour. Alright, evening, and it's about 9:30, and the kids are all in bed, and I've talked to my mom and done all of those things, and I am ready to just kind of unwind for a little bit. I want to watch Outlander, but it'll be late, and I am so tired. I'm still really tired from yesterday and the party, and then today has been a really long day. I had a late meeting at one of my churches that was kind of intense, and I just want to knit and veg and post this vlog for you. I hope everyone is having a really good month of December and that all of your holiday planning is going well and everyone is happy and healthy. And I'm going to say good night, and I will chat with you all tomorrow. Good night.